Spaghetti!
Spaghetti! Hello, everybody! We are live! We are back! Today is October 15th, 2020, and you are loved! And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us for Tyrant Security, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played since the start of this channel, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, that is where we host our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other wonderful fine folk, consider joining us down in the link below or asking us those questions in the chat to the side if you're watching live on Twitch. And if you already support us on Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, all those other wonderful places, and you're trying to think to yourself, where could I possibly go to support the show even more? You can go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. We got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got throw pillows, crop tops, clocks, shower curtains, and most importantly, for right now, we also got face masks. And these face masks have the symbol of Tiamat upon them. That was done up by our absolutely wonderful, very own Cyberwolf 1201, and all of the proceeds that we get from those clocks, or no, not from the clocks, from the face masks, end up going to help support Doctors Without Borders as we try and, further some research into their COVID-19 situation.
Where the fuck do we get clocks?
They're
Can
just
we talk
there.
a little bit more about the clocks?
Yeah, there's just wall clocks on Redbubble. You can actually select patterns, and some of those patterns will have the drop-down option for a wall clock. It's going to be like the standard non-digital like arm hand stuff, but you can get a clock through our Redbubble store.
I could fuck with that.
Right?
It's kind of awesome.
It's a clock! Who doesn't use a
The
clock?
Tiamat clock, yo.
Tiamat
You get
clock.
one with
What
your
time is
logo.
it? Time to praise Queen. That's every time of the day. But that's it for my spiel. So, hey, Satan, who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Satan. I'll be playing Vi, the Drow Bard, and also the horse person of the group. Because she likes money a lot, more than most people.
How's it going? I'm Ethan. I'm playing Alellen, the Vidalcan wizard / artificer, because things happen sometimes. You have to adjust. You have to go with the flow. So that's what we're doing. I'm also the occultant.
Greybeard's Tavern, and tonight I'll be playing Hu'Gurk, Helm Crusher. He's a bugbear gloomstalker ranger, and I am the cartographer.
I'm the Indoor Adventurer, he, him, and tonight I am going to be playing as Connie Adler, Tiefling War Cleric, as well as your local decisionist. Uses she, her.
And I am Arjan Yodars, the CFO and founder of Tyrant Security. I am also Cyberwolf 1201 of Let's Talk About It and Jabroni TV. But today I'm Connor. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm going to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. That's these friends. So last time we left off, you had turned in your quest to track down the survivor of the attack on your manor. Retrieved one more piece of the Orrery of the Wanderer that apparently the Southpaw Company have been systematically destroying Tyrant Security franchises in order to obtain. And learned a bit about their secret headquarters, or not so secret headquarters, within the town of Marysville. Alellen had gone off to supply himself and his students on some magical stuff since you were nearby a very magical city. And the rest of you teleported back to your base in Iliard's Rest, where you had contemplated your next move. That night, a storm rolled in, and you found a woman seemingly stalking you, stalking your franchise. And you managed to get a note off of her, explaining that she was Danielle the Stormbringer, uh, who apparently died fighting a vampire. And yeah, you beat her up and brought her into your house. And that's where we left off.
Imagine it's one of those, like, so you're probably wondering how I got here, and it's just us kicking the shit out of this person. Yeah, it is dark, spooky out, raining, and we have a body. What's the...
A still conscious body.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought that you were one of those, like, ne'er-do-wells that we heard about. We are pretty on edge. If you couldn't already tell, we have been told that people are stalking us, trying to take our stuff. So, you know, our bad on that one, really.
This
She-
is a.
She
Okay.
sort of just like looks around the room and
We're not going to beat you up. Everyone, this is Danielle the Stormbringer. Remember? Oh, kitty! I say that in cat. No, I'm kidding.
at that point there is a sound as somebody else approaches the door. And Alellen, you open the door to see hey, you have a house again. There's a very small building that has been erected within the last couple of days. A small reception area, like one or two rooms on this first and only level, and a doorway into the basement that is significantly more renovated. But you see three of your party members a little bit soaked, who seem to be around a very small table in this reception area, where this woman with very pale skin, hair slick with rain and a little bit of mud, beaten iron armor, yeah, just rough looking woman, who is apparently being assuaded by your party members.
Yeah, I think Alellen pulls one of those. Hey, everybody, I'm back.
Hey!
ask questions.
Hey,
Am I interrupting something?
No.
You are actually.
Just in time.
I can come back.
No, come on
That's
in,
fine.
man.
Come in.
Okay. All right.
Yo, Dex.
Alellen?
No, Usher,
Yo,
the
Patsy.
students. Go
Yeah.
in the basement.
You go.
They're both loaded down with like huge like backpacks filled with stuff, and of course Alellen is carrying nothing.
Alellen, this is Danielle the Stormbringer.
Pleasure.
Remember?
Who is she? Do what?
She was involved with a certain
Please.
political party that is no longer
Oh.
here and was silenced
Yeah.
when fighting a vampire.
Looks like she's still silenced. Do you know of anything that can, like, remove that?
Like a dispel magic or remove curse.
I'll stomp on her foot like real
No,
hard.
no,
and
no,
she'll
no,
scream.
no.
We've done
It
enough.
depends on
She
what
sort of
it
glares
is.
at you.
Depends on what's the issue? Is it a curse? Is it what is it?
She sort of like raises her hands like in a sort of gesture.
Do you write?
Yeah, do you want some pen, some parchment, and okay, here you go.
She just nods.
That's so much easier. Go on then.
Yeah, she begins to write.
So what were you all doing when I got here?
Just hanging.
So
Just
we
vibing.
all found out, just as a general reminder, Southpaw is coming at us, and they're coming at us hard, attacking everywhere that they know that pieces of that thing that we've been collecting are found at. So, you know, like, tensions were a little high, there was lightning outside, and then there was thunder, and then we saw this figure, like, off on a hill, and I thought that, oh, it's Southpaw. They're coming to fuck with us again now that we're like, they think that our defenses are down. And then, well, it got the better of us because it wasn't Southpaw. It was actually somebody coming to like ask for help, but it was Danielle, and we didn't know. So,
Oh, so that wizard guy's dead. From the basement.
Dead? How'd y'all manage that?
Oh, no, we didn't. It was, who was it, Connie?
that was one of my newest awesome companions that I totally have written down, Lady Adariel.
Adariel.
Oh,
She was a, what was
She was an Aaron, yes.
Aaron,
I
yes,
prayed
yes.
really hard to Grandpa to like let him know like, hey, this is what we've been working on. And apparently he did not take too kindly to the fact that there was a wizard who did us a dirty. So, well, he sent somebody to go collect that wizard, and wizard collected.
And sent a package for me.
We
Well,
did have to expense some
okay.
fancy
all
pictures.
right.
Yeah, there was some drawings involved.
I don't need to know anything about the drawings. It's fine.
And a laser whip or a lightning whip or something.
Oh.
Her whip was cool. Not
She
in the
did have-
drawings, but the
No.
lady.
Unfortunately, not in the drawings, but
Wow, you really miss a lot, huh?
you do, yes.
We're busy, aren't we?
Mhm.
Oh no. Okay, well, we all seem to have it handled, right? This seems good.
Danielle has a very worried expression on her face.
Don't worry,
But,
Danielle, you're fine.
but slides her note so that it's facing you all. The gist of it is the silence that happened to her was a pretty powerful curse. She's not sure what could reverse it.
Okay.
Apparently, it was very expensive.
Gotcha. Well, that's probably out of my sort of ability at this moment. But hey, any curse that costs a lot of money has a remove curse that costs probably just a little bit more money. So
Mhm.
we just got to find the right individual and the right amount of money.
What if we like kill the person who cast it? Will that fix it?
I don't think so.
Sometimes that does. Other times that makes it like 2 times worse.
Oh.
Heard that. Yeah.
So wait. So not only would she be silenced, but she would draw in noise then?
She might not be able to hear people.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
But she
Would
wants
there
us
be
to
a
kill
way
a
for me to tell
vampire.
that? Oh. Okay. Does it pay?
I didn't ask. We didn't really get that far.
Okay. Well, we're there now. Does it pay?
She sort of like shrugs, like,
I mean, it's a
Doesn't
vampire.
it pays an exposure, doesn't it?
I mean, they've got, if it's a vampire, they got to have like loot, right? Because they like
Probably.
eat people, and then like people's stuff is there, so
True.
that'd be cool. What do I need to fight? I mean, well,
We need wooden stakes. And, well, I got
love
holy
stakes.
symbols.
these won't work.
Have you ever tried owlbear steaks? Quite good.
I haven't, but that's a little different than the stakes we're going for.
Oh.
Those are lower stakes. We're looking for wooden stakes.
Okay.
It's spelled different.
Oh my god, is it?
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
So yeah, what do we know about vampires then? If we're gonna go kill a vampire, I don't know
Sunlight.
that I've ever seen one. Sunlight could be good.
Sunlight, they're usually like really handsome or beautiful, very
They
attractive.
can charm you.
I mean, you know, if they got really good abs, sure, why not? They can charm me.
Yeah.
No, I
Danielle.
think they can charm, like I charmed that one guy to turn himself into the prison and then get eaten by the
Mind
Wow.
Mind
Flayer.
Flayer? Yeah.
How does,
Yeah,
that,
that was, it
how does
was.
that feel that you're in the same category as like a vampire now?
Yeah, it sounds sweet. They got
It's
like
pretty cool.
Okay.
they got like magic and stuff. Oh, and they can turn into animals, right? They
I
do
don't
like
know.
bats and wolves.
Like
Daniel
a cloud
nods.
of mist.
Well,
And
that
then
just sounds useless.
Well, if
Like a
you-
cloud.
unless
can't really
it's with
Hit
sunlight,
Miss with a sword.
unless you kill them in sunlight, then most oftentimes they like go back to their sleeping place to like come back. So we got to make sure that we know where their sleeping hole is.
And destroy it.
Destroy the sleepy hole, because then they got no place to go back to for sleepy time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like we're all just extremely prepared for this.
So what's the stake for?
Oh, I don't know. Normally that's something that like I hear people say you need to be prepared with vampires for. I think you just
A
kind of
wooden
stab
stake.
them.
It's just anywhere, or just is it like the neck, or like in the
do you
mouth,
have to invite
or
them
like
in?
on the side of
Do you
the
have to
torso?
invite them in?
Danielle nods.
Really? Oh, wow. I always thought that was a
I
trick.
thought that was just like yeah.
What
Well,
if
if you invite them in, but then resend that invitation, do they just get jutted out of the house?
She shakes her head.
Oh.
What if you built a house around them, but with like a courtyard in the middle? So that way you weren't going to let them in, and then they were just stuck there. Like it only had like inward facing doors on the inside.
Can they like fly though? Because then they would just go over the courtyard.
Which is like
Yes,
a
but I
dome.
don't think we have time to build a whole house around them because they will wake up at one point. And I can see in Danielle's face that she's regretting every decision she's ever made up until this point.
Hu'Gurk takes his two maces and he like whacks the heads together so they snap off.
Oh.
So he's got just two sticks now. And he's like, I just need to know one thing, where they are. Get it? Now I'll stake them. Now instead of
You also need to know where to
Pretty
stake
good.
them.
Danielle like
you
points
said
to her
Nick.
heart.
oh, get him in
All right.
Okay.
the love box. Got it.
Yes, we can negotiate
Love-
payment. We can negotiate payment later. I'm sure we can work something out. It's just residuals within the manor. I'm assuming it's a manor, right? That's what I know. Castles, right? Castle,
She shakes her head.
cave. Could be a cave.
She sort of shrugs.
Okay.
Underground house. Please write it.
So
Or
she
or
begins
draw a
writing.
map, or take us there.
We have a. Do we have a? Would we have a map of the?
GB, do you have a map?
I do believe I have a map.
She could like point where it is and then tell us what it is.
Map of area around Vaskar and Big Tall Lighthouse.
It is not in that area.
Ugh, this sucks.
What?
I roll the map up, put it back in its case.
Well, if you tell us the town or the general area, I'm sure we could find it.
She stops writing a little bit to like write in a little margin, my note.
The note she handed you, right?
Oh yes,
What's it say?
I'll read it again. Yeah, I did say where it was. Sorry.
So the town that's on it is called Silverford.
So,
No, that's a bit cliche, isn't it? Vampires. One of their werewolves there too in Silverford.
She shakes her
Again,
head.
that's
No?
funny.
Oh, okay.
are they like enemies?
Shrugs.
Okay, never understood that one.
I've been called a werewolf.
I can see
It's
the
because you have
resemblance.
big hairball, big guy.
And he shakes his red and black.
You do that like dog's discretion in his head.
Yeah.
She finishes writing. and turns her note to you. She's after she was whenever she was cursed, she was on her way to Silverford. She was in the town for about 2 days, trying to suss out where the vampire was, but couldn't find them. At the end of the second day, that night, she was attacked and killed. She doesn't know exactly where it was or who attacked her. She knows that the vampire's name is Vignar, but there's nobody in town named Vignar. She adds, based on what she knows of vampirism, if she goes back to town in the state that she's in right now, she will likely fall under his control. Unless she can obtain a pint of his blood, she can't help track him down.
Right.
So we need a pint of vampire blood?
So
Specifically that
Specifically
vampire.
his.
So bleed him out before we turn him to dust. Or if we turn it to dust, then you don't have to worry, right? Okay,
She
that's
nods.
fine.
Okay.
But if you want your help, we have to get a pint of his blood, which in the end, we might as well end up killing him instead of getting the pint of his blood, because then going back to him, he already knows we're going after him. He'll be more prepared if we make it out alive.
Well, but wait, we got to break the curse first, or she'll absorb all sound, or not be able to hear, or something like that. So we got to get the blood before we kill him.
No.
Maybe he'll just give us some.
No. Okay, so the blood is so that she doesn't fall under his curse when she goes back to town if we want her to help. Because if she has a pint of his blood, then she doesn't fall under his control again. Looks to Daniel.
How formidable does this Stormbringer individual look? Do they look like they're much more powerful than the rest of us?
It's hard to tell, especially in the battered and dead state that she's in.
Yeah.
Would you like a bath?
Oh, they just finished like kicking her shit in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did.
All right.
I took no part of that.
I think we could probably handle it.
Would you like to take a bath?
She nods.
I'll lead her to the bath. Is she about my size?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, okay. I'll bring her like clothes. Like it's not like my best clothes, but it's like comfortable clothes. It's like, here you go. Go take a bath, dear. We have a basement if you want to just hang out there. No sunlight, all that stuff.
She nods and does a very polite bow and makes her way.
So polite.
And the four of you are left alone for the moment.
So
your kobold, goblin, and dragon and hellhound are somewhere in the basement.
Maybe we should have told them that someone was coming, right? So like
someone's coming. I'll shout down the basement door.
She just gets stabbed again.
The dragon. All right, Hu'Gurk will run down there because he's usually not a good part of the plan making anyway, and he'll tell the assorted sidekicks / pets that she's cool, she's gonna hang for a bit, that kind of thing.
And yep, all the sidekicks give a collective like nod, like okay.
So what are we doing?
So we're gonna go to the town of Silverford, and then ask around.
Mm-hmm.
Danielle said that
there's no one in town with that name.
That there was no one in town with that name, but they were attacked Was Danielle attacked on the road, or were they attacked like in town?
Based off of her writing, it was in town.
It was in town? Okay, so that means that we need to start narrowing down where in the city that she ended up getting attacked, because if we can isolate that kind of thing, then maybe we can try and figure out like who was the last to see her before she was attacked. That sort of thing, and maybe like context clues our way to a vampire. Or maybe we show up and they're just like, oh yeah, that's like old Pete. He lives on the hill and sucks blood from goats sometimes.
I mean, it sounds like if we don't figure it out, then the vampire will just find us. So I mean, hey,
That's like a win-win.
no matter what, yeah, and I think it's a win-win.
Right.
So, Silverford, go start asking around, poking logs, trying to find the bees. And by find the bees, I mean find the vampire.
Does anybody have like, detect good and evil that we could probably use that? Or see undead?
I can't
Or
see
something like
undead, but
that.
I can detect them to a point. Using my channel divinity. Detect evil and good. I got that.
Well, if we can detect undead, then we could probably detect the vampire.
Well, it's only up to 10 minutes. I could if we were like, if we rounded everybody up in the town and then we're just like, hey, just gonna do like a quick once around or like
How
something
many times can
like
you do
that.
it?
Well, that I could do like maybe like 7 times in total.
We could how fast can you run in 10 minutes?
Oh, I'm super fast, especially if I use the orrery, because then like that increases my speed. Sometimes I like run into walls and stuff like that because I'm moving too fast, but I could do that. And if you guys were like scared, I know that it happens sometimes, but like if you weren't feeling super great and you wanted like a little bit of maybe some additional protection, I could give you Grandpa Momo's blessing with a ceremony spell. It might take a little bit long, but like I could definitely do that for you if you guys, were interested in pledging yourself to Grandpa.
That's not the type of way I plan on pledging myself to him. All right.
That'd be a conflict of interest on a couple clauses in my employment agreement. So that's gonna be a no for me.
But if you use detect good and evil and then just run around fast with that little magic-y thingy, and if you can cast it 7 times, that's over an hour, and I don't think you need to cast it 7 times. You can just run around the town and see if you just boop, detect something.
That is true. I could try it. Yeah, let me see. I could try that one, and then let's see here. And then there's also like protection that I could throw on there as well.
Yeah, I have one of those as well.
There's also like if we got everybody in the same place at the same time, we could like zone of truth them and be like, hey y'all, any of you vampires, show of hands, who's a vampire? And then they'd all be like, I'm not a vampire, except the one who'd be like magicked and he'd raise his hand, and then he or she
Spike.
Well, I don't think they're forced to tell the truth. I think you just know if they lie.
They should be forced to tell the truth. My magic's so strong.
Yes, it is, dear. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. So
You're very
that's my plan for it, is to just maybe they're having like a festival or something. If there's a festival, that'd make it really easy because then everybody would be in the same place at the same time. Hopefully. And we could take like stock of like, okay, who's at the festival, who's not. If we see somebody who wasn't at the festival when we checked it all out, maybe they're the vampire, and then we could check it again.
These are a lot of great plans that we're coming up here. This is good.
We're using all our abilities. I supervise and you guys do everything else. I don't know what I can do to help here. Sorry.
Well, vampires, again, like they're like really charming individuals and stuff like that. And like I know you're really charming, so maybe you could like schmooze people. Just like general, like, hey, how's it going? And then if any of them are like, oh, is it all right if I take a little nibble on your neck side? Then we'd know.
Whoa, and what if you charmed them to then charm somebody else?
I don't know how that works.
I don't think I could
it's like
do
a train
that.
charm.
You'd be like, "Bzzz," and then you'd be like, now get him. Bzzz. That'd be cool. Oh, by the way, I pledge allegiance to G. Paul Momo because he fucks. There.
All right.
Is that how it works?
We got to do it tomorrow, but I'm excited for your
Oh.
enthusiasm.
Okay.
GB, do you have inspiration?
Yeah, I do. Thank you. I got one job on this team. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
Support my.
I
fucking
appreciate
grandpa.
you so much, Hu'Gurk.
Oh my.
So, other than these now sharpened sticks, I mean, is that all I need to fight him? Like, blah, stick.
Oh, should we get holy water? Is that a thing that works?
I can make that as well, but again, it just takes a little bit of time. It also would take like some silver, if anybody has it.
We could buy it. We still have that 100 gold credit at the store.
We do, but I don't know how easily accessible holy water is. I'm not gonna lie.
We could at least get some weapons that are coated in silver for
That's true.
her
Or
Gurk over
coat our
there.
weapons in like silver. All you really need to coat is the edge of the weapon, to be honest.
Silver plated.
Cool. All right. Her Gurk will go off to get a couple of morning stars and a quiver of arrows silvered. Do you want me to look them up?
Should we say we take a long rest because this is technically the night?
Yes. If you would
Okay.
like, you can take a long rest and
Please.
get supplied in the morning.
Yay! Making my spells for the day.
CC, while I use D&D Beyond to look up the section of the player's handbook that talks about silvering weapons, because that is a section. Silvered weapons. You can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition for 100 gold pieces.
Gurk.
So if you were buying a silver morning star, it would be the cost of a morning star, which is 15 gold pieces plus 100, so 115 gold pieces.
Or 230 if you want two of them.
You
Okay.
get so spoiled with like, cause like, Jen is my DM in another game, and she just gives me money. I have about 600,000 gold at the moment.
Oh my god.
That's too much money.
I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, like
Nice.
so we can't afford that. So back to those sharpened sticks. All right. Got it.
Were those your only
Where were
weapons?
they were my maces, but now they're just sharpened sticks.
So you don't have maces?
I have Morning Star. And he holds up a bigger mace. He's like, I do need another one, but we'll get
Well,
that in the morning.
I think we can do that. Yeah, but okay.
I mean, I could possibly bargain for a deal.
Someday I hope to
Well,
be able
okay, but we have 100 gold credit.
Yes,
At
but
the
that's enough
store.
for either 10 ammunition stores to silver one weapon. And that's at the general store, not at the smithy.
That's fair. Well, shit.
to go figure it out.
Exactly, right?
I'll look.
I have
I'll
some
look.
silver jewelry. We could just accessorize him to death.
Do you have inspiration? Take it.
We're gonna bedazzle this fucking vampire.
Yeah.
Gurk spins necklaces around his fists.
You thought the vampires in Twilight sparkled. Just wait until
Bedazzled.
Vi's done with them.
Bedazzled.
All right. So how far is Silverford away from where we are?
You don't know.
All right. Cool.
We should get a map of like the whole area.
We should.
It would
Just
be good to
put out
have.
there.
Because dedication as part of ceremony is really nice and be good against vampires, but if we're going to be like spending several days travel, it's not going to be as good for you.
I think we might be spending several days travel. Let me look at our actual.
I should look at our actual map too. Speaking of, are y'all looking for an actual map?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we'll also be looking for an actual map. I'm gonna
Our
pin this map.
our cartographer perhaps should also be our cartographer.
Mm-hmm.
Can we pin the map to the Discord chat?
I think I can. Nope, I can't.
I can.
Oh, map
So
pin.
we're in Ilyar's Rest, right?
Yes.
Wait, where's? I don't see it.
It's on the left side. On the left side, the very middle of the page, next to the pit.
The pit.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah, Silverford is not on the map.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not. It is
I
not on
was-
our
okay.
actual map.
Oh.
Because I didn't think of it whenever I was making this. I thought I was going by the book, not making a Halloween arc.
That's why it's a secret.
Secret city.
But back to my question: are y'all trying to find a map of the area?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
Okay. Well, looking for somebody in town who has a map of the area seems like it would be a skill of some sort.
Investigation,
I'm
mayhaps?
cartographer.
Sure, an investigation would work.
Well, I'll do that.
All right.
I get my little D4 added onto that too. Okay, we're probably gonna need it. Okay, so 12.
12. Okay. I mean, you go into about every store in town, and nobody really has a map of the area.
What?
Wow.
But
Is this place really that out of the way?
Hmm.
Do we have maps?
Kinda. Yeah.
Gated Glen.
Not even in the gated glen. But funnily enough, like just as you're like walking out, somebody's just like, wait, you're looking for a map? Describe this person.
Oh. How about a halfling with deep brown skin, red hair, curly, and big gray eyes.
Yeah, you're looking for a map? I got a map. What sort of place you're looking for? Like one around like Silk Creek, or Isle of Arask, like that's kind of new. Or you're
Been
looking for like
there.
the Hololocks,
No, we're looking for Silverford.
Silverford.
Yes.
You know, I think I paper noises. Man, I really wish I had Kyle with an ends. Props.
AKA all the shit I leave laying around my office all the time.
Paper noise.
They're looking for a map of the Hololocks.
I guess. That sounds right. That
That,
sounds like a place where
Silverford
Silverford would
isn't
be.
how the hole works. I have no
part
idea where Silverford
Yeah,
is.
so if you look, Silverford's right there.
Whoa,
Can I insight check this
Sure.
motherfucker?
cool.
12.
12.
It's like a...
there, map sounds.
He could be fucking with you. He could be just trying to make sure that you actually buy the map before you get the information that you want.
If I realize you're fucking with me, I'm gonna gut you.
I'm not looking for no trouble. I'm just saying. Look, if you want it, Silverford, it's right there.
She's really not kidding about gutting you.
And I'm
I
really
really
not
am
kidding
not.
about Silverford being there.
How much is the map?
2 silver.
It's fine. I'll give you 1 silver now if you show me that it's there for real, and then I'll give you another silver to take it out because we're gonna need it for the ride. To be honest, it's not like I'm not gonna buy it. I just want to make sure you're giving me an actual map.
Make persuasion check.
I'm good at those.
Ah, yes, haggling over a silver.
Oh wait, I'm not on the right character sheet. I was like, why is my insight so bad? I rolled the wrong character sheet, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so 20, unnatural.
Okay.
I'll give him a silver.
So he shows the map again.
Mhm.
Visual aids. And into the hollow locks. I can't squeeze in anymore. He points to an area right around. How dare? How dare?
How dare?
Pointing to an area right around there.
Okay, and it's there on the map.
It is there.
Okay.
Well, that's not too
All
far.
right. No, I'll give him the other silver. Thank you, strange map person.
Always a pleasure. Toodaloo.
And do they like and disappear, or do they walk away?
No, they walk away.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They just walk
I was
away.
gonna be all like, "Whoa."
did you see those eyes? Haunting.
Yes, big gray eyes that stare right into your soul.
They were
Oh,
a haunting. That map maker's seen some shit.
Oh, like Todd the goat.
Seen some crit.
I feel
Well,
like
that's
to be
great.
a map maker, you have to see some shit.
By definition, you would have to see a lot of shit.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, actually, to map it out. But
So based off the location, you get the sense that it would take about 3 days to make it there.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
And you would be going through mostly forest in order to make it there.
Ugh.
Great.
Do we need a card, or should we get just?
Actually, I think it's about 5 days.
Would we can use our cart, or do you want me to go rent some ponies?
Oh wait, no, we
Yep.
do have a card. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Is it going to be good for the forest, or is it like a dense forest? How many little tree squiggles did the strange halfling put on this map?
Well, I
A
mean,
lot.
A lot.
if it's like a place, though, I mean, it should have a road or a path or a trail or something.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there is one settlement in between this and the Hollow Locks. It's the Crystal Shores.
Stop over there, maybe.
Cool. All right, I'll go get some supplies.
All right, what you get?
Like 6 or 8 days worth of food. Another Morning Star, and fodder for said horse for the cart, or fodder for the horse. Yeah.
Got this.
Yep.
I have an important question. Who are you bringing?
Us.
I want to bring my dogs. So they have like a melty rock breath weapon.
Okay.
My students should definitely see a vampire in action. That's good for them, I think.
Okay. Are you bringing the
Necromancy.
dragon? No, Lars hasn't had a lot of screen time, and she is your mascot.
Sure.
We'll bring
Okay.
the dragon.
So that's 4. We got the dragon, the dogs, 2
Yes,
assistants.
so that's 8 of you.
Yeah. That should be enough, right? Do we have anybody else?
I mean, you have Wyatt, but I mean,
He's doing major domo things. I think that's... We can't bring Stormy.
Danielle. Please.
Danielle, the Stormbringer.
Please.
Please.
Oh boy. So we can't bring them. So I think that's everyone that we're bringing.
Yeah.
I think.
Cool.
Any other preparations that you want to make?
I think that should be good, right?
Yeah, that should be good. I want to bring.
Can I just check if the store has holy water, or if it's a temple that has holy water?
There are 2 temples in town.
Okay.
The Temple of the Coin Maiden and the other one, the Shrine of Luck.
Yeah, see if
The
they.
Shrine of Luck.
The Shrine of-
Um.
I'll check both. I'll start with the coin maiden. I feel like her and I would get along.
Did we get any like fungibles from that last mission, like money? Like spending, like what? I need my per diem for the last few days. Is what I'm saying. If we've
No.
got it.
You did not get paid for your last mission.
What are we doing here?
Gaining valuable work experience.
Yeah, fuck that.
I can't eat exposure.
Can't gamble exposure.
As
Can't.
So as you head to the Temple of the Coin Maiden,
Is that just strip poker? When you gamble exposure.
Yeah.
inspiration,
I don't have it.
take it.
I hate myself for that one though, just a little bit.
I hate you too.
Good.
Uh,
That means it's
the
working.
person who greets you is a gnome. A gnome woman. She introduces herself as Sister Ditch Fundy. You're looking for something, I guess.
Yes, do you happen to have holy water?
Yes, we do have holy water.
Do you sell it?
Sure.
For how much?
Do you give it away?
Don't give it away. I mean,
What about to protect the realm from a foul vampire?
yes, well, Joaquin teaches us that if you do something well, you should never do it for free.
That's fair. I
That-
agree. I like her.
Yeah.
That's good. That's fair.
Holy water is 25 gold pieces
For a vial?
for a flask.
For a flask? How many uses
How many
of
vials?
a flask?
Are we like Belmonting it up where we just smash the whole big bottle on the ground? or
So
is it
you
we
like
could
can coat-
do that,
like a
but
priest
you
in
could
a
also
wedding kinda
dip
deal?
your weapons into it, and
Yeah.
that would be able to
Gotcha.
treat probably about 10, like 10 arrows. If you dip them in holy water, probably one flask is enough to coat a sword for
weapon,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Okay.
There's probably actual rules for it, but I'm not looking them up.
That's fair. Well, you hold the purse.
I know. 1 second. How stingy do I want to be?
Saying this is to protect the realm. Is anything coming for us?
Most likely, yes.
Oh,
There's a vampire on the
Like,
loose, and
just
they were
like
looking
in
to make their way
general?
here.
a vampire.
Yes.
Like
I can make a
Fangs.
deception check if you want.
Sure.
27.
So you're buying the holy potion or holy water or not?
I guess.
Just
4.
one?
Should look to the group. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the
I,
max I'll go.
I've got like magic, so don't really need the holy water personally.
3 of us do. I mean, I have magic, but you two would. How about we get 2? I'll take 2.
It's good.
Right, 50 gold.
All right. I appreciate your hustle.
Just as a curiosity, how many gold pieces and materials is it for Connie to do this?
25 silver.
Fuck! Why didn't you tell me this?
I did.
Didn't tell me it was less expensive.
She did.
Oh God, I didn't listen.
Nope. That's all right.
Wait, Connie, how much? No, I already did it. It's fine.
No, it's all right. This is already pre-made. I don't have to use any spell slots or downtime or nothing. It's fine.
It's not like we're traveling and you have the time.
No.
I just
Like,
didn't listen.
You
But
could
she
have
could
bought the
make more.
avocados. You could have bought the avocados yourself for guacamole, but instead you bought the premix, which is just astronomically more expensive.
But now she could make us more on the trip while we're going or whatever.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Yep. And then we'll have, 2 extra
Well, I'm just
flasks that we
saying
wouldn't have
that
had
we could-
otherwise.
We could probably also throw it at them. Like a Molotov cocktail, but of like holiness.
Give one to Dex and one to Patsky. Patsky?
If we had like
Good
10 of
throwing
them,
arms.
I could put them in my giant squirt gun. But it would
Spray 'em
take
down.
10 of them. And he
That's kind of
puts the thing back in its
well,
holster.
10. Let's see.
For 25 gold pieces, you can make 10 of them.
Yeah,
Or
Glug, 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 glug. Whoosh.
25 gold pieces. Yep, Connie can make 10.
A holy water cannon.
Ugh.
I mean, apparently during the pandemic, babies have been baptized with a holy super soaker.
it's true.
That's
They
true.
have, yeah, they get the little. You're good. I'm sure Jesus doesn't
Next.
really care.
So
about
there's
that.
historical precedent for holy
Yeah.
water super soakers.
Holy, yeah,
It's every youth
That's kinda
pastor's
awesome.
dream.
I kind of. We need that. We need to do that.
Yeah. We need to do that.
We need the fucking holy water.
We need that.
All right. Well, because I can do it for 25. Yeah. I would just need the silver. And I could
So
start
you would
making-
you would just need the components,
Yeah.
which would cost a total of 25 gold pieces from a general store
Yes.
that you have $100 credit or 100 gold
Okay.
credit for.
So can we just do that?
Yep.
Okay. Take my 50.
Silver ingot.
I mean, you could do more than that. Like, if you wanted to get 20 bits of components for holy water, you could do that.
50 gold pieces.
50 gold pieces coming out of your credit.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
Might as
credit.
well. It's there.
Great.
Yeah, we'll do that.
How many of those can you do per day?
Well, it's a ritual, so I just got to take the time for it.
Oh, great.
It does take
Wasn't
an
that so much?
hour, though.
So an
Yeah,
hour
but
and
we have
10
5
minutes.
days.
As
Yeah,
long
you
as
could
there's
do-
time.
Yeah, just do like 4 a day.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 standard vials fills the super soaker, and you can use it 5 times.
great.
Amazing.
Well,
All right.
Two-
I'm so proud of y'all.
Immediately see a vampire, just whip out a super soaker, be like, it's go time.
just, just imagine the vampire like, I'm gonna get you guys, and then just shove them against a wall.
Wait, I have a great idea. Okay, so, Vi, would you be able to put on an incredible bardic performance? And, like, we call the entire town in front of the stage, and then when things start getting, like, really rowdy at the concert, you know, like, sometimes people will take, like, spray guns and, like, spray it over the crowd to keep them cool while they're still enjoying it. But if we just, like, spray everybody with a little bit of holy water, and we just look to see which one guy in the crowd is like, oh, this is too much, I hate this.
Smoldering.
Yeah, then
Yes,
we know.
yes, I'm into this. Okay, we can do this. Yes.
We get paid because you'd be putting on a show. We get everybody in town in the
That's
same
true.
place doing the same thing, and then hey, we just like make a quick little spray gun over everybody. See, and then if any one person, unless they have like a silver allergy, but that would just be really poor timing on their part.
Yeah, that's totally their fault. That's their bad.
What are we, Republicans?
Anyway, moving on.
Sorry. Out of character.
All right, so making our way to Silverford, doing our heckin' best to fill up a super soaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna take about 5 days, based on Hu'Gurk's best cartography, in order to get you to the town of Silverford. There's not going to be very many encounters or anything along the way. You will be passing through the town of Crystal Shores. Indoor, do you want to explain what Crystal Shores is?
Yes, Crystal Shores is at this point, a very small, very quiet city that has kind of had its, they've had their fill of adventurers. There was a situation that occurred several years ago at this point that a group of skeletons in an adventuring sort of way came down from a local wizard's tower and pretended to be humans for about an afternoon. And it was, great for everyone who was not a skeleton in that situation. So they rid themselves of said skeletons. It was the Adventure Skeletons one-shot that we played. And since then, they have a very, almost a strict no adventurer policy, just because they're tired of it. Like, they are so done with people being like, oh, well, skeletons showed up. Whoops. And so at this point, it would probably be our best bet to hide the fact that we are adventurers and that we're just coming through town. But ultimately, it is, again, just a very sleepy town. There's a bookstore. There's a yarn store. It is like the retirement city. Like, this is where the old people go to just I'm done with everything else.
We're circus performers.
Florida.
Yeah. It's like a little taste of Florida. Or what is it? New Mexico? Arizona is another place where the elderly flock to.
We could say we're circus performers. We're traveling minstrels.
Well, that's actually true.
You could also just say we're passing by. That we're just travelers.
Cool. Let's do it.
Right. So, yep. Just as you make it through, you knowing that, hey, this is a no adventuring zone. You just walk in, and to the first guard you see, you're just like, don't worry, we're traveling minstrels. Make a persuasion check or deception check.
I'll give you some guidance, who's ever
Yeah.
doing that.
I'll do it. I have +8 on this shit.
Yeah, it seems like a bard thing.
Yeah. plus guidance is a D4.
Yeah.
19.
All right, kind of weird that you're announcing that, but sure. Come on.
We have to. It's part of our code.
Yeah.
If we don't, it's entrapment.
Oh, if you're a bard, you have to say you're a bard. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I'm a cop, so. Or
Thank
a
you for
guard.
telling us. Otherwise, that would have been a trap.
All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
And yet you're able to take a little rest in Crystal Shores unaccosted.
It's a really nice city. Like, there's a lot of open walkways. Some nice trees. All like on like a slight hill that just looks down at Lake Kelowna that just stretches through the inside of the continent.
Indoor in your world, is there a Halloween type holiday?
I would say yes. What should its name be? Oh, wait.
You have it. It's like
Hollantide.
Hollantide.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I get the biggest Hollantide sweater that is available from the yarn store, if they have one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. They
It's
absolutely do.
seasonal.
So it's got like a big pumpkin, but then it's got skeletons behind the pumpkin, and they've all got like no symbols.
Yeah, there's like red
like
X's
yarn,
on the
yeah.
skeletons.
like knitted into this gigantic sweater that he squeezes on, and because it was made for a human, it's like really tight and all stretched out.
There's like bugbear fur coming out from the inside of the sweater.
That's great.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So spend as much time as you want here, and continue. In this time, Connie, you are able to make 20 holy water vials.
Yes.
Nice. Right.
Do you give 10 to Hu'Gurk?
Oh, yeah.
Clark, Clark, Clark.
110%.
Clark, 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 Clark.
Hu'Gurk, do you get rid of the acid in the gun before you fill it up with holy water?
Yes.
Holy
Okay.
acid.
In like a crazy way, like, you know, he's like goes in an alley. he goes in like an alley and like hoses a water barrel and just melts it.
I was thinking, like, if we hadn't have emptied that before the concert idea, like, oh, spray on the crowd, whoever sizzles.
It's so yeah.
Like, oh no, the whole town's
Lots of
sizzling.
vampires.
Everyone's
They're all
vampires.
A Gurk jumps into the crowd, starts staking people.
Oh god.
Silverford destroyed by adventurers. They'd make sweaters about us.
Oh my god.
Back in the other in Crystal Shore.
God.
We'd have our own sweaters.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the last Hollantide episode, which is where our party got a song written about us. Here's the alternative where y'all are getting sweaters made about y'all.
Yeah.
It's the next town with a no adventure.
Yeah. It's
Everyone will know our legacy.
See this spreading. It's contagious. Oh,
So after you leave Crystal Shores and continue along the way, you're pretty much heading right into the Hollow Locks. At this point, it's becoming less like foresty and a bit more like, you know, creepy forest. Like a little bit of swampiness, a little bit of marshiness, lots of very overbearing dying trees, stuff like that.
Branches look a little too much like hands.
A little bit like honestly, these trees might be a little grabby. You need to talk to HR about that.
That's disgusting.
But
Trees.
over the next couple of days, not a lot's happening. You're not hearing a lot of activity in the forest.
I hate this forest.
Here, I'll lighten the mood, and Alellen will pull out a little just like metallic disc. I'll put down, and he'll tap the top of it, and it starts making ocean sounds.
I think that makes it worse.
What I sleep with this every night. Perfect sleep.
That doesn't surprise
Every
me.
6 seconds, it repeats.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I could play a song
I mean, it's
with
up
the
to you. I've
ocean
been enjoying
noise.
this. Has been my new hobby.
I'll play like a beach camp, like just a relaxing little tune to go with the beach noises.
Totally fine. Dude.
Like the,
Never mind.
what?
Dance in the courtyard.
I so thought you were gonna say the beach, like a beach song, like those horrible '50s beach movies, you know, beach blanket
No,
bingo,
no, no, no.
you know.
No. Just a relaxing
Oh,
nighttime
okay, all right.
drumming.
As you kind of
shit, he's
driving.
You're driving.
I thought this was when we were camped, but that is funny. Cool.
We're camping in this cart. We're not moving anywhere outside of this cart.
All right. Set watches.
Yeah.
I
Continue.
think Alellen will pull out another one and be like, I also made this one. He presses it and he goes, that was easy. See, I can do all of this little stuff. You know, you pick it up. Teaching is so enriching. It's so enriching. Yeah. I may be teaching them, but you know, I think they teach me too.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Speaking of, what are your students been doing this whole time? Like, we walked
busy
into a
work.
town, we're like, we're not adventurers. That's a ghost dog. That's a two-headed dog. That's not a goblin and not a kobold.
They've been doing busy work.
And a bugbear driving. That's
Man, a bugbear
We're all a
driving.
family, and
They
they're
were on
adopted
day
children. There's
3
something
of
nice to
crosswords.
stare.
I'm not a child.
Shh. Just pretend to be.
I'm 7 years old. I'm not a child.
Age differences in the surface is really
Go back to
different.
making the little. That was Patsky, right?
Yep.
Go back to making those little fart smell boxes. I need like 10 more of those by the end of the day.
What?
Okay.
That's one of the arcane tinkering things. You can make a box that emits a sound or a smell continuously.
Just keep making whoopee cushions.
Yeah, just keep making whoopee cushions.
Wow, you are
Honing his
very-
skills.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Better watch out. You'll get one in your room
Anyway.
next.
I will kill your student and then you.
You can try. You
Hypothetically.
can try when you're smelling farts.
You sure that was hypothetical? That didn't sound a lot like a hypothetical.
That's just.
Depends on how annoying your teacher
That's
is.
just. That's how she is.
Okay.
Just it all comes off that way. I think she said she was going to poison my dinner the first day we met.
It's how
Probably.
she shows affection.
I wouldn't call that affection, dear.
Well, why? If it's not affection, then why does it keep happening to people that you love?
Dear, we really have to talk about who I'm letting into this circle and who I tolerate and who I like. I don't love, dear, not yet. They have to have the right type of
You have to be rich.
Bank,
Filthy
bank
yes.
account. Yeah.
Certain number of zeros,
mhm,
preferably with a number that's not 0 in front of it.
mhm.
Making
Oh,
him
I
platinum
see.
rain.
That's okay.
Yeah, hell.
You, dear, I appreciate and I adore them. But Alellen, I tolerate. Hu'Gurk is just fun to be around.
Hu'Gurk's the best.
Yeah.
Double hoorah.
But you, dear, I adore.
But you don't love me?
Do you want to go into this backstory of why I can't love?
No, that's fine. I just, like you spend some time enough with somebody that you think that, like, maybe it's just like a friendly, like same page kind of love. Like, I love you guys.
Cool.
You're all great.
Oh,
Adoration is a kind of love, I think.
what does love feel like for you?
Well, it's like your heart smiling.
I dig that.
I don't think Vi's heart has ever smiled. Maybe like once.
Your heart smiling.
Yeah. Like, it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but, like, at the same time, it's a good kind of uncomfortable. And then that uncomfortability kind of settles in and becomes a new, like, normalcy.
I'm gonna have to reevaluate some things in my life.
Well, all right. Well, whenever you're ready, just know I love you, Miss Vi.
Oh,
Well, the first step is admitting a problem, so you're well on your way. Do you need a pamphlet?
my only problem right now is you, Alellen.
Yeah, I'll get you the pamphlet. He definitely pulls out a. Do you need help?
I'm like, oh, and I just throw it back.
I have more.
We're gonna have to talk, Connie.
Okay.
Like I care if something happens to you.
No, it's all right. I understand.
No, I don't understand what's happening.
If you need a shovel, I can get you one in the back of the car.
Alellen, I don't eat your bullshit right now.
I'll steer the cart. That's okay. Connie, like, moves up to the front and pulls out little earbuds from Zune's magic music box and just
Oh, Connie,
she's gonna be.
I don't understand what feelings are.
Hu'Gurk, like, puts a big arm around her and is like,
Connie, like, puts her head into her group.
they each
Well,
have
I don't
they each
understand
have
what a
one.
heart smiling means.
She's just listening to music. She is trapped in the car right now. And just like, all right, fine. Just stare out the window.
I don't know what any of this means.
She's got her stuffed animal, Hu'Gurk, tucked up under her head next
Yeah.
to the.
After they get going a bit, Ella's just gonna leave her and say, "You lie constantly, and you couldn't pull it out then. You couldn't just."
No,
Just say it.
Listen. I don't know what your heart smiling feels like, so I'm not sure if that's what I'm feeling currently.
Okay.
What does that even mean? A heart can't smile, Alellen.
Are you
I think
guys
you have to
like? Are
find
you
that
guys
out.
sitting like 3 feet behind us in the
Yeah,
cart
we're
having
like
this
at 3 feet
conversation?
behind.
She's actually very confused. She doesn't understand what she's feeling at the moment.
You know what? I'm happy for you. This is the beginning of a very long and arduous personal journey, and I can't wait to watch you suffer through it.
God, if
It's
I
gonna be
suffer,
so
I'm going to
good.
make you suffer with me.
That's fair.
So, does it mean I love someone if I look at them and I feel the same way I feel when I look at a lot of gold?
I think that's probably about as close as you're gonna get. That sounds about it. It sounds about right. It's pretty close to love, probably, I assume. What about like, do you like anything else besides money?
Yes. I like
Like
music.
what? Okay. Do you get all warm and fuzzy when you play music, or is it more of just like a? Like a-
Mm, yes.
Maybe it's like that.
Oh.
Is that different than the gold thing, or are those about equivalent?
They're like very similar, but different.
I'm just trying to figure out where we are in the like kiddie pool that is your emotional depth.
And Hu'Gurk leans back and like tries not to disturb Connie at all, and is like, it's like when both maces hit someone in the head, and it just like poof, and it goes everywhere, Hu'Gurk style. That's love too, I think.
I mm, I think
Or a good grilled cheese sandwich. That's love. Like when the bread is just
like
right
really good
toasted,
food.
like really toasted, perfect.
Like a perfectly organized set of filing cabinets.
Yeah, like if you get to kick them and they go everywhere, that'd be cool.
No, that's
I'd
the
love
opposite.
that.
I see we were diametrically opposed on that front. Or do you know, like, okay, so you know, like, when you've been gambling, right, for an entire evening, and you're sitting with a massive pile of wealth in front of you, that feeling you get when you look at the rest of the players' eyes as they run out of money, that's pretty close, I think.
I think I understand that. You know,
Or
I
like,
feel
maybe
very,
how you,
uh-huh.
maybe like after, you have how do I phrase this? Well, when you kill like a husband, that's gotta feel
Theoretically.
pretty good, right? Theoretically, allegedly, that's gotta feel pretty good, right?
I mean, it does feel really good when my theoretical plans theoretically go off without a hitch.
Okay, I think that's it. I think that's what we're looking for.
No, I think I do. So when I play music,
Okay,
I feel very happy.
okay.
It makes me feel very warm, I think.
Okay.
Either that or it's an acid reflux. Um,
Love is kind of like acid reflux sometimes. I'll give you that.
mm. Oh, see, with money, I'm willing to part with money for a certain deal, but I wouldn't be. See, someone offers like, "Hey, I will buy your little tiefling friend off you." I'd be like, "No."
That's good. That's a solid starting point. I think. Yeah. That's pretty
A
close to
willingness
love.
to not sell your friends into slavery. That's like the first step to love.
That's the first step. That's you've done.
You know, Connie makes me laugh,
Okay.
and she's adorable, and I have
Okay.
fun around her.
Right. If Connie accidentally hit you in the face with like a sword,
Oh,
how would that make you feel?
hurt?
Okay. But then what?
Why my face?
Would you
Never the face.
would you love her anyway? Would you forgive her?
If
Doesn't have to
she
be immediate.
if she apologized and like helped me get better and make sure my face isn't damaged, then yes.
I I think that's what it is. I think there you go. You got it. Because if I did that, you would probably kill me.
Yes.
Okay, well there's the difference. So all right, and then Alellen will kind of pull one of the little earbuds out and say, "She loves you." She'll say it. I think no. I think she figured it out.
And Connie just like slow head turns back.
Big starry eyes.
Big starry eyes just looking at you. Just, do you love me, Miss
Connie?
Vi?
Please know that I have never in my life said this to anyone, and it was true, except for you. I genuinely love you.
Oh, Miss Vi, that's so great! And she just like leaps from the front and just hug tackles you.
Oh,
I knew you could say it. I knew you could. That's so great. I love you so much, Miss Vi. And if you're going to be my grandma eventually, then I got to get used to telling that I love you. And of course, it's a grandma's duty to love all of her grandchildren unconditionally, regardless of what happens. So that's like a first
all
step.
of them?
All of them.
How about we get Like,
And
if I get
Grandpa
to meet
Momo has
them.
so many grandkids.
Oh.
You got so many names to learn, and you can do that at like family gatherings, whether it's the holidays or sometimes we like get together for barbecues. And then there's like all sorts of kids running around, and you got to remember like which kid came from which lineage because you don't want to get people upset. Because let me tell you, one of Grandpa's grandmas that came around got confused about Levistus and Menoros, and we have not lived that down at a family gathering for the last, well, said a while.
Vi. As all of this is being told to you, and the dread sets in of quite literally the hell that's going to be the rest of this potential family. You notice further along the path in a break of the trees, you see like just on the horizon a few buildings. You
There's-
may have made it to Silverford.
Oh, look, we made it to Silverford.
Yay! Hu'Gurk!
Honey, we need to talk.
Hu'Gurk, this means that since we're so close to the town, now is a perfect time if you want to stand Grandpa Momo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay. So, like, I say the thing, and then what happens?
And then I need to cut your hand a little bit. Just to get the blood
Okay.
out.
All right.
All right. And then Connie, like, whips up a knife. So, takes, like, open palm of your hand and carves the symbol of Asmodeus into your palm. All you have to do
Righteous.
is just say some really simple things like, at the end of your days, repeat after me.
Oh, I thought I was going to say I pledge allegiance to Grandpa Pombo because he fucks.
Well, you can. That's part of it, but there is a little bit of formality in it. So at the
Oh,
end of your
okay.
days,
At the end of your days,
say my days. So
your days,
at the end of my days,
at the end of my days,
I, Hu'Gurk,
I, Hu'Gurk,
promise to be reborn in the river Styx,
promise to be reborn in the river. This doesn't sound right. That's not a good thing.
where I will work as hard as I can.
Where I work. Hold on, wait a minute. This is like a god thing.
Yes.
Oh crap! I'm sorry, Connie.
You're super
I-
close. You just got it like a couple more words and then you're
yeah,
already there.
I get it, but I
already cut
didn't
your
know.
hand.
I didn't know Momo was a god. I thought Momo was like.
Well, he's
like
the best
an
grandpa
insurance
ever.
salesman. Well, but I got the bugbear got to be really pissed at me, dude.
What? No, I'm sure they think that it was fine.
We would
I
not.
doubt it. I really, really doubt it, dude. I mean, I already talked to them, and it was all a big thing. They were pissed at me for killing other bugbears, but I thought they were bad bugbears. So
Fine.
I still love you, Con. I do.
I love you too.
Aw, cool. Okay, let's kill a vampire.
It's
He'll
warm and fuzzy.
he can smell me now, I imagine. Here, come get me, vampire.
And as you bait this vampire, that's where we're going to take a break.
Yay!
After discussing the meaning of love for a long time.
We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon.
Eddie!
Okay, we have returned. Hello, everybody. As you can see, I have gone through our layout and actually updated it. So Alellen, it now shows you're an artificer. Viet shows that you got 18 charisma, and Connie has her 16s in con and wisdom. So everything has been fully updated from what it should have been like 2 weeks ago. But, you know, we got there. So we are... Hu'Gurk decided not to dedicate himself to Asmodeus. What a shame. But we're near Silverford.
Uh,
I think we should Knights in the Courtyard. Why you keep yelling spaghetti in the beginning of
Yeah.
Let's put that.
I
Secrets
am
must be
making a
revealed.
note.
That sounds like something that you should visit patreon.com/indoor ventures to find out.
Yeah.
But as you roll into Silverford, you get a pretty good look at the town. It's very easy to see the whole town from this entry point. The town is structured in a like sort of not semicircle, but like most of a circle, because it's all around. It's all situated
Three-fourths
around
of a
this lake.
circle?
About, yeah.
Okay.
Um, one part of this circle is cut off by a creek on the other side of town, a larger creek. And just around this lake, you see lots of pine and stone houses, all very rustic, 1 or 2 stories at most. There's a collection of about 20 towns or 20 houses in total. The only one that really stands out is in the center of town, and it is this mostly stone chapel. What you also get is just the foreboding aura of the town. There's an abundance of mist that's coming off the pond. The town's fairly shaded by the oppressive, thick trees and the thick clouds overhead. And you can see that just around the town, there's no like walls around the town, but you can just see that there's very evenly spaced out lanterns that are currently turned off. There's not a lot of people out on the street. Yeah, welcome to Silverford.
This place is depressing.
Very.
It
feels
looks
dreadful.
like it could use a concert.
I don't even
Also,
know
if I
if
had
they'll
to-
say yes to it.
If I had to put a vampire in a town, it'd be this one.
It'd be this one, yes.
It's got all the features.
It ticks all the boxes.
It does, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
we could go ask. Could we ask like the tavern owner, the mayor? Do they have a mayor here? Or is it
I don't know. I've
something
never been this
exotic, like
far.
burger master or something?
You can be a burger master here. Is that like a chef?
It's the same thing as a mayor. It's
Why would
Maybe-
they call
Maybe
it
maybe
something so
they're a
silly?
narco and syndic collective commune, and they vote bi-weekly to ratify council that I don't know. Maybe.
That sounds really complicated.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, maybe they have a chain of command, and like
Yes.
whoever gets the chain
Yes.
and whoops the other people, they're in command.
Yes! I like the sound of this one. Let's go find the guy with the chain.
Mm-hmm.
All
He
in,
might
fa-
know who
would
the
make it-
vampire is.
that'd make things easier because then we could just take the chain.
all in
We're-
favor of go
That's
finding the
true.
guy with the chain?
How about you put
Let's
your
do it.
detect good and evil up just in case?
Fine, detect good and evil. I cast it without the regretty that Connie is showing.
Can you
Don't be
read this spell
regretting
for me?
spaghetti.
Yes. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
I feel like I just read someone narrating me like a school science textbook.
So, how from this point where you're just entering town, no, you do not learn anything useful from this first casting of the spell.
All right. Well, it stays up for 10 minutes, so good on that.
There is somebody out on the street who is walking towards you all.
I wonder if it's the guy with the chain.
It appears to be a human gentleman. older, probably in his early 50s.
Hello.
Are you the man with the chain?
I am a man with many chains, yes.
Oh,
My name is Hawthorne. I'm the sheriff of this town. What brings you here?
Oh, that's a different. Okay, well that explains it. Yep.
Hello, Mr. Hawthorne. We represent an interested party looking to expand business opportunities. And we were curious, how's your town? How's everything going? I assume it's going well because there aren't ne'er-do-wells just like fighting in the streets. I'm sure you're like super talented, really up on the comings.
There certainly weren't ne'er-do-wells in town. I guess it remains to be seen if any have just arrived.
No, we're not
oh
there.
no,
We're
Mr. Hawthorne, no. We're a
Where's this
peaceful
thing from?
party.
I don't know if you are familiar with them, but we operate for Tyrant Security, premier adventuring party along the continent of Alira.
Is
That's where
that
we're
supposed to
going.
be impressive?
I think it is.
I generally do not know, nor do I particularly care.
You got any vampires in town?
No, not
Sure.
that I'm aware of.
Oh, well, that's a problem then. You should probably be aware of this thing.
Are you familiar? There was a cleric who came in not too long ago. Her name was Danielle, the Stormbringer. She said that she came through here. She ended up making her way back to our town, but she was the victim of a vampire attack.
I can't say I'm aware of that now.
Well, you're aware of it now. Were you aware of her presence within the town?
No.
All right, so you're not going to be super helpful in our investigation. I'm going to say that at least right now. You could probably be really helpful later on, but
What business do you have here?
The
vampire.
hunting we've been discussing for about.
We were
about a
also
minute now.
curious if you could use a waterfront fundraising event. We brought ourselves a musician. My friend here plays the viol really, really well, and we were wanting to help put on a benefit for all of you people of Silverford.
We'd also like to benefit you by getting rid of the vampire.
And getting rid of the vampire.
Yes, both music and vampire getting rid of.
That's really the two services we have to offer here.
I'm not particularly interested in anything that you're selling. All right.
So you don't want to get rid of the vampire in your town.
I'm not aware that there was a vampire in town.
That's the whole point. You're not aware of it. That's why they're still in town. If you're aware of it, that would put you.
Y'all some vigilantes? Y'all just here to kill somebody? Call it a vampire?
The preferred nomenclature is adventurers, but essentially, yeah, we're vigilantes.
People around here are not
Just
so
being
keen.
honest.
We're not so keen on strangers, and we're not so keen on people who insert themselves into our business.
Well, how else can I not
We're
be a stranger?
we're already in a very tense attitude.
Why is that?
Again, not too keen on people poking their nose in our business.
That's great, Mr. Hawthorne, but see, a friend of mine died here, so I would like to get to the bottom of that. And I don't know about you, but I take murder very seriously.
Pretty serious about murder.
What's her name, Sister Jen?
No. Did she also die?
Make a persuasion check.
God, I'm so glad I'm a bard. 22. It looks like you have a series of murders on your hands then.
One more, and it's a serial killer.
No, I only know the one murder, and it was our priestess.
Did she die recently?
About a month ago.
How did she die?
Well, no. Just
Friend here's a cleric.
Did she just disappear?
no. Her we found her in the bottom of the chapel undercroft.
Did she die overnight? Natural causes?
Ain't nothing natural about what I saw.
She have 2 little holes in her neck.
That she had very many holes in her.
Was she mauled to death?
I mean, that's what I would call it, yeah.
Mind
Ripped
if we take a
apart,
look?
Ripped apart.
by all means.
Still there?
I would assume not.
No, I mean, it's been a month. We've gone and buried her now, but you can go see the damage.
Yeah.
That'd be very helpful, Mr. Hawthorne. I promise you, we're not here to cause any trouble. If anything, we're here to solve this issue.
Right, just I would caution you not to upset anybody around town. Probably best if you leave before night.
What
Wait
was
a
his
minute.
first name?
His name is Hawthorne.
Oh, his name is Hawthorne. Okay.
Wait a minute. This whole leaving before nighttime, is that a...
Why?
What is that? What is that about? That's kind of interesting.
Because we're not too keen on strangers here, especially after one of our own just died.
Do you have a tavern, though?
We do.
Does it have
Would
rooms?
we not be able to stay in a room?
I would caution against it, but by all means, you can
Are your
try.
people going to get violent against us?
I don't think so.
I'm getting a lot of conflicting narratives going on here, but that's fine. We can cover that later. That's okay.
I'm just
You just
Whole
try not
bunch
to
of-
make your people uncomfortable. I understand.
a whole bunch of strangers come into town overnight. You might make people nervous, you know?
Just travelers. We don't have to tell them what we're doing.
Or should we tell them what we're doing?
You're just going to tell people that you're here hunting vampires.
I think that might, cause panic.
I just didn't know if they were the kind, like, will trust you more if they know what you're doing, or trust you less if they know
Probably
what you're doing. It
not.
can go either way. We just won't talk to anybody. That sounds like a good plan to me, I think. This has been lovely. You're a very sociable fellow.
Mhm.
I will put out her hand to her. Thank you, Mr. Hawthorne.
We'll reach out and shake it. All right.
You could lead us to the chapel. Or the temple where she was.
You mean that one?
Oh, it's a very small town.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
very small.
Okay. So over there then.
As you walk toward the chapel, Connie, your spell grants you a little bit of information. This chapel has been desecrated.
Bagaw. Well. And I imagine that's towards the end of the Detect Good and Evil, because it only lasts for 10.
Yeah.
Are we able to tell who this chapel is dedicated to?
From the outside, no, not really. It's a very plain stone building, just a little tower in front and just a little triangle roof.
Got a little steeple.
No steeple, just like a little tower with
Oh, okay.
the little jigsaw. What's it called?
Gotcha.
Battlements or crenellations.
Those.
Okay.
Crenellations. I like the sound of that.
Architecture.
Flying buttresses.
Flying buttresses has been my
There-
favorite part
this-
of Gothic architecture.
This town is not rich enough for any flying buttresses.
And never mix up your crenellations with your meticulations, because that's a big medieval faux pas.
So as you walk into the chapel, there's just these two pine doors. These like pine double doors. You open them. The chapel is empty. It's dark. There are like little candelabras around. None of the candles are lit.
I'll throw up dancing lights.
Okay, you do. And you can see clearly from this little entryway, you can see that there are stairs leading down to a basement level and undercroft. And then as you continue forward, you can make it into the main like chapel area, where you can see a few rows of benches and an altar.
Is there any symbology, anything marked with what god or deity this?
Do you go into the chapel?
Connie, Hu'Gurk, you want to come with me?
I would love to.
Sure. Hey, Connie, do the thing, man. With all the candles.
Oh yeah. Thaumaturgy.
Right. You cast thaumaturgy. The candles all light up.
My lights.
That's
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Yeah, and now you can get a lot better view. Most of the chapel, like the benches and everything, they're not like thrown around, disheveled and everything. But you do see that there is this stone altar that does appear to be cracked, and behind it there is this marble statue of what appears to be a woman. Her arms outstretched, her hair hanging down, a smile on her face, and these two, they're like bird wings, but on fire, like two phoenix wings out behind her.
Wow.
And this just almost like a traditional halo, but one that is just set ablaze behind her.
She's beautiful.
And you can see that there are just like cracks going down the statue.
What goddess this is?
Make a religion check.
I'll do one. I'm not good at them, but I'll do one. 7. 8 minus 1.
Connie's gonna start casting mending on the statue.
Okay.
Oh, do you need some help with that?
Well, she's gorgeous. I just want to make sure that it's back in pristine condition.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know who she is.
We'll do backup and also help with the mending. I got that cantrip now.
Connie's religion check would be a 12.
You no idea.
No clue, but she's beautiful.
Someone clearly didn't like her.
Well, I don't know why. Her wings are gorgeous. That like circle thing behind her head's sweet and on fire.
Well, if we could know who she was, then maybe we'd know who is against her and her tenets and what she stands for.
I mean,
If I look outside, is Hawthorne there?
So there's. Do you go back to the front of the chapel and like peek out the door?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Well, anybody want to try and see if they can remember who this is? If I've ever read this in a book. You read books, Alellen, right?
yeah, I mean, I'm not really from around here, but I'll give it a shot.
I'll give you a guidance.
Sure, yeah.
She's not a bugbear.
She is in fact
That
not a
is-
bugbear.
It's good to know.
I rolled a 6. -2 is 4.
Yeah, not a bugbear.
I got a
could be.
17.
You don't know who this is.
Yeah, I don't...
Oh, okay. Well,
We can maybe ask around. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. But Connie, can you consecrate this place?
Yeah. Give me an hour.
Protect you for an hour.
Uh, so this came up in one of our games. Not sure if ceremony is enough to hallow.
It's not. A lot of it has to do with touching humanoids. Yep. So it would
Yeah,
work.
you're gonna need a hallow spell for that.
Do I
Okay.
even have
Well-
access to that right now?
I think that's one of them upper level ones. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't.
Why don't we look at the murder scene? Hmm?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm assuming it's downstairs, you said.
Yeah, so if you go back to the entryway underneath this tower, there is stairs leading to a lower level.
Hu'Gurk, you want to go in first, dear?
Sure. Looking for signs of dried blood or like claw marks in the wall or, tracks, signs of struggle or such.
Yeah, so as soon as you open the door leading into the undercroft, it is readily apparent that there is a lot of dried blood here, just splattered on the walls. So the layout of the undercroft, there's 3 alcoves essentially. One directly in front of you, and one on each side of you. On the right side of you is where most of this blood is. And you can just see like one of these corners of the walls is completely painted red. In an alcove in the wall, where someone would likely be interred or their coffin put on display or whatever, you just see this still liquid pool of blood, and sitting on top of that, there appears to be just this broken sword, or honestly just a sword hilt, and this long pole with a little like circular end of it, just sitting in this still liquid pool of blood in this alcove.
Guys, check it. Ooh, could that be the vampire's blood? Would that help? What's her name?
Maybe. I mean, you can try and grab a pint of it.
All right. Anybody got a thing?
I have an empty bottle of whiskey.
Cool.
That count. It's been a long 5 days.
Hu'Gurk,
Yeah.
as you go up to this puddle of blood and hold out the vial, a hand reaches out of the blood and reaches to attack. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh,
I think we found the vampire. Wow, my initiative really fucking sucks.
Woo!
8.
Dig you sparkly new dice. Woo! Oh, are we typing it in somewhere?
You could.
Cool.
That would help me.
Whoosh.
Hu'Gurk, as this hand reaches out to you, I will say that you instinctually back up so that this thing can reveal its full form. You see this just... Actually, I have a picture. We have a visual aid.
Woo!
I'm so excited. This this large, just like swirling pile of red liquid, in a vaguely humanoid shape, uh, lunges forward. You are first in initiative. What would you like to do in reaction to this?
Super soaker. Whoosh. Yep.
Okay. Tell me what your thing does.
It is the acid spray gun prototype. Let's see. You can use an action to spray acid in a 10-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, taking 2d6 damage. Holy Water's radiant damage, maybe? On a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Yep. And then it's just the rules about fill it with 10 vials, allow it to be used 5 times before it needs to be refilled.
Okay. So I'll say that this is going to deal cold damage. Okay.
Okay.
It's funny because there is a little thing on this stat block that's the special effect is called destroyed by water.
Super soaker.
If the blood elemental becomes entirely submerged in water, it dissipates and dies instantly. I don't think you're completely submerging it.
All right.
But you know what? We're gonna do a lot of damage to it.
Sweet.
So I rolled a 20 on the dex save, so it's gonna take half damage. What would the damage normally be?
2d6.
2d6.
And then it would take half.
Okay. Roll the
So
2d6.
It doesn't actually have a damage button. So 1, 2, roll. 6. So halved 3.
But we'll give it vulnerability to this because it is water.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 6.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. It is now the blood elemental's turn.
Hu'Gurk.
And it's gonna make a slam attack at you. Duh. Oof. This is gonna hit you. It's above a 20.
Okay.
And you're gonna be taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Connie. There's this big, large creature made entirely of blood. That seems to be costing your friend.
Metal.
That sounds like a job for a guiding bolt. Connie is going to cast it. Just like putting her arms up to guard the statue, and then like rears back.
You're not near the statue.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, still gonna like just like look at this thing very like surprised. Like stuff from home doesn't normally like show up this way. Normally it's like, oh, Miss Conquest. It's fine. That is bad. That's a 9.
9 is not enough to hit.
No. Well, that's my spell slot. And bonus action. Don't have anything else.
All right, Vi, you are up.
Ooh, I'm going to.
You also have Nalaris and a Hellhound.
I do. I forgot. I'm gonna have my babies go first. Wilbur and Wilhelmina are going to. Let me turn off this dark mode because I can't read for shit. What's going on here? Here we go. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. They're going to. Breath weapon. And they get advantage because they're within 5 feet of an ally because they have pack tactics.
I believe the breath weapon is just a saving throw.
Oh, that's true. Yes. So it's a 15-foot cone, so I'll have them move in front of Hu'Gurk.
Okay.
And they have to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, they've made a 15.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 12. So yeah, but they still take half. So that's gonna be 6. I believe it's
Fire.
6 fire damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Wait. What? Okay, no, this is if they fail to save. My bad. And go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So as your Cerberus with both of their heads lights up this blood on fire, you see that it's hitting, but the fire is not doing nearly as much damage as you think it should.
Ooh. Well, how about poison? Doesn't like poison, because Nora's gonna do poison breath.
Also going to do poison breath, okay?
DC 11 Constitution. That's not hard to reach.
So I believe a 22 is going to beat that.
Yes, it's double what you need. Thank you.
Roll for that damage.
It's 66, so maybe I'll roll nice. Yeah, okay. 20, so 10. Poison damage.
Okay. Funnily enough, as Nalaris's poison coats this blood, you see that in a lot of places the blood reacts very poorly to this. In some places bubbling, in some places just like turning black. You get the sense that it is vulnerable to poison damage.
Ooh,
So it's
it takes
actually
the
going to
full
be
20?
taking 20.
Ooh. Good job, Lars. And I'm going to cast on it. I'm going to cast Bane on it at first level. So that's a 14 charisma saving throw.
Eight.
Ooh, so it is baned. So it has to roll a d4 and subtract a number rolled from attack rolls or saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And then bonus action, because I can do those for this character, I'm going to inspire Connie, because I just told her I loved her. So, Connie, do remember that I love you, dear. And you get a 1d6 for the next 10 minutes.
All right.
That's my choice, yeah.
Alellen and the students.
Yeah, so Alellen's gonna actually go in his little. He's got like a satchel now that he picked up when he was in Vasquez. He's gonna reach around. He's gonna pull out this little like Christmas ornament looking thing. He's gonna say, "Check this out! I learned how to make these." And he's gonna toss over. And it's the fairy fire spell. And he's gonna toss it. Like it's 60-foot range, so I'm sure I can put it somewhere where it only gets the little blood thing.
Yeah. So
And that's
essentially,
a-
you're throwing this right at the little alcove.
yeah. Or it just gets in there. But I would like to use one of my portents to have that thing roll a 6 on its save.
Okay.
Which hopefully that's less than a 13 or whatever I got going. I think it's a 13.
For a dex, dex is +1.
Okay, so yeah. Cool. So yeah, it's all fairy fired up, which, now lets my students dunk on it real hard. So I think Dex is going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Yes. A chromatic orb.
Which color, please?
It's definitely shaped like a chicken nugget. There's no way it's
Yes.
not. There's
It's
just
a
no way
chromatic
it's
chicken
not.
nugget.
Is poison a type you can get with chromatic orb?
Yes.
I believe that it is.
Okay, then yeah, he'll do that. And so he'll have advantage on that attack. roll
I will
because
use
of
my
failure.
poison chicken nugget,
Ah,
which,
that's the worst kind.
funnily enough, is a thing where I got his voice from.
Natural 20.
Very well.
So do you double? Double?
Yeah.
So I mean, you roll the damage of a chromatic orb.
So 3d8, but I
Mhm.
do it twice, so it's 68.
68, and
You
then
do,
the number
you do
at
68,
the end,
and then you double that.
x2.
Okay, so I rolled 17, so that's 34 damage.
All right, it is still up.
Okay. Cool. So then Patsky is gonna do.
You do see that you have a stat block for Patsky now, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Cool.
I'm trying to think. I don't think any of his special stuff is really good for this situation. So he's gonna just pull out the crossbow, the old crossbow, which also does poison damage.
It does. I didn't plan this.
So yeah, that is an 18 plus 5.
Yes,
hit?
that will hit.
Okay, so that does, let's see, 1d8 and then 2d6. So that's, I think it's plus 3 piercing damage. Yeah, so it's 4 piercing damage, and then I got 6 on the 2d6, so double to 12 poison damage.
All right.
And that's it. I think that's all I got. That's me.
Okay. We're gonna go back to the top of the round with Hu'Gurk.
Swoosh. With the amazing acid spray or holy water spray.
Okay.
And they make a save.
They have to roll a d4 with it because of the bane.
3.
Okay, they failed. So they take 6 points of holy water does radiant, or did you say it's gonna do cold? Okay.
Cold. Yeah, it's not looking great. Anything else?
Woo! Should have cast Hunter's Mark. Let's see.
Technically, this wasn't an attack. I think you're okay. Save that spell slot.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then. Nope. I don't do anything.
All right. This creature, not doing so good. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna move forward. Hu'Gurk. Connie, you didn't get up to like smash or anything. Hu'Gurk, Nalaris, and the Cerberus are all going to be enveloped by this creature.
My baby.
I need each one of those creatures to make a Constitution saving throw.
My doggies get 15 and Alaris gets 12.
10.
10. Okay. The Cerberus is able to get out of this. Nalaris and Hu'Gurk, you are both grappled and restrained.
And restrained. Okay.
As this
Okay.
blood creature envelops you, and you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
Oh, I think Wait, is she? No. I think that's just. Oh no, that's just my dog.
If you would like to try to escape, the DC for that is a 13.
That's a full action to
It
escape,
is.
right? Can Nalara still attack this thing while it's
From
enveloped?
within it. Unless we're
Like if it's a breath weapon?
Grappled you could, restrained you can't. I don't
restrained, you
think.
still can.
Yeah.
Your attack rolls will have disadvantage though.
Oh,
For the
cool.
breath weapon, if Nalaris gets it back, then yeah.
Yeah, I just rolled and then I rolled a 6. This is
Okay.
5 to 6.
Then yes,
Um,
Nalaris will be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's every party's worst nightmare is the dragon just rolling 6s on the breath weapon when he
Yeah.
charged.
Yeah, must be nice to have a dragon
I
on your
had-
side.
When I
Must
was
be
listen,
nice. Must
ask
be
me about fighting a white
nice.
dragon in Knights in the Courtyard.
Write it down, Steven.
I'm putting it in there.
So they just have to make a DC Constitution saving throw.
That was the blood elemental's turn. So now it's going to be Connie.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
My friends are enveloped in this thing.
Yes, Hu'Gurk and your dragon are
What?
currently within the blood elemental.
That's fine. I'm going to
You have
cast Guiding Bolt.
You have advantage on that because of fairy fire.
You have
Haha.
inspiration.
I do. So I apologize in advance because I'll probably roll really low. But let's see where life takes us. I apologize in advance for it's a 1 and a 3 on the 2d20s that I rolled.
You do have inspiration.
I do, and I rolled that and I got a 4, which makes my total a 12 to hit.
No, but you also have inspiration from me.
Oh. How does that
You
work?
could reroll.
You can reroll one die.
1 die? Okay, I'm gonna roll the nat 1 because I literally can't get lower than that. That's an 11, so that's a modified 20.
20 is above the 14 that you needed to hit.
Cool. So it is time for some guiding bolt.
I think that roll is proof that what you put out in the universe just comes back to you. It's like, I'm going to roll low. 1, 3. It's pretty low.
They take
You did that.
16 points of radiant damage and begin to glow as the next attack against them will have advantage as well.
See, they would, but something else happens.
Uh-oh.
What does it look like as this creature dies?
So Connie sees her friends get enveloped and she's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Vi, they're swallowed. Are they dead? No. Okay,
You
that
got
thing's
this.
throwing poison. And she closes her eyes and revs up another guiding bolt, and as she's throwing it, it looks like it's about to go wide, but then you see a gentle helping hand just nudge it in the correct path. And that's Grandpa Momo, given the right go ahead on this guiding bolt. And then as it hits, it's a blood elemental being hit with a spec or a radiant force. So I'm guessing it just pops like a balloon. And then anybody who is in X amount of places just blood raining down from ceiling.
It's like the worst blister.
Oh yeah, there is a definite splash zone involved with fighting this monster.
This is not the first time I've been covered in blood.
Did we do it?
Yes, you did it.
Hu'Gurk, are you okay?
Connie.
Connie runs up to Hu'Gurk.
Prestidigitation. Just
Yeah.
Total bloodbath. I'm wounded.
Connie's gonna
Dolores,
give.
dear, are you okay?
Connie will
Prestidigitation.
give a very big hug to Hu'Gurk, not caring that she is now covering herself in blood doing so.
This
One.
this is very
It's
unsanitary.
gross.
I got you, dear, and I'll just prestidigitate her. You're alright.
Never make me do that again.
I didn't make you do that. I didn't know that was happening.
Right. Okay.
You know,
Thank you.
You're
I've
welcome.
been-
Thank you for fighting. You're amazing.
I know.
Mhm.
I've been reading some books recently, and I think that was what we call a synergistic combat solution.
Now,
Really
what
teamwork the
objects
hell
were
out of
in
that one.
there?
So there are two objects. One of them is just this very large, like it almost looks like a staff, but it's kind of like heavier. It's just this long, like pole, and this little, like circular band of iron at the end of it.
Staffs are like a wizard thing, right,
They can
Alellen?
be, yeah. I can take a look at it.
And what's the... Yeah. What's the other thing
It
in here?
looks like the hilt of a sword.
Not a wizard thing.
Did Danielle Stormbringer have her sword?
You're not sure?
Just take that. Do I have Mage Hand? I'll Mage Hand it. Do I have Mage Hand?
I mean, I do.
I do not. There you go.
I'll try to pick the sword up with a mage hand while I'm looking at the staff. Or whatever it is.
I'll prestidigitate Connie and Hu'Gurk.
Sweet.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I've had to clean up myself, covered in blood.
And then
but
he,
it's fine.
now that the blood's gone, he'll do the like dog fluff thing to like, fluff his fur back up.
You see Wilbur and Wilhelmina doing the same thing.
It's gonna take me a ritual casting of identify to like actually identify these if they're magical, but are they? Like just for can I make like an arcana check just to see like this is magic? Like this isn't magic.
Yeah, you can make an arcana check.
Cool.
Does first level of artificer give you anything for that?
I don't. So I get the magical tinkering, which lets me make lots of fun little like party trick type stuff, but I don't think it gives me anything useful in that way.
Okay.
No, but I can make that arcana check. 16.
16. So one thing you notice about both of the weapons is they have it's hard to tell because they're so like smeared in blood right now, but you can see like along one of the edges there are little runes that appear to be in a language that I don't believe you understand.
Is it draconic?
It is not.
Is it gnomish?
It's not.
Okay, then yeah. Vidalkin?
No.
Oh wow, that would be crazy.
Both of them in a very very similar pattern. Based off of the arrangement, probably some sort of magical thing. But right now, it does not appear to be functional.
Oh, okay. Well,
I want to take these.
yeah, we'll take them. I'll look at them later. They seem to be broken, but hey, maybe I can fix it. I do stuff like that now.
You hear shouting from upstairs.
From upstairs?
Mhm.
Oh.
I thought this was a single floor place. We should probably go
We're
check
in
that
the-
out.
In the
No, we went
undercroft.
downstairs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Let's go upstairs and check out what's going on.
So as you turn back and look up the stairs, you very bloodied. You see about 6.
Oh no, we're all clean.
We're all clean. Yeah,
Okay.
we cleaned ourselves up.
Just in case.
Okay. You see about
Prestidigitation. We got like 3 people with prestidigitation.
about 6 people sitting inside. Most older than me. let's say that in their late 30s, early 40s, all human. What are y'all doing here?
Taking care of
What
your.
are you doing here?
I mean, we're here to see what the strangers are doing, sneaking around in our chapel.
We noticed your statue is broken, so we fixed it.
Who is
We
this
also-
chapel dedicated to?
uh, make. Well, if y'all are trying to present yourselves in a non-threatening way, I'm gonna need a persuasion check.
Okay.
I will give Vi guidance.
Guidance as a D4, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep asking that. I'm pretty sure I know that.
I'm just gonna keep yelling guidance at you until you instinctively know it's a D4.
So yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah.
You do not appear to sway them.
Listen, everyone. We're not
Yes.
here to do anything bad.
Get
We're
out
called.
now.
No.
All right. You heard him. Roll for initiative.
Oh, fucking.
Rednecks.
Yep.
Townies.
Oh, next they're gonna say, "Oh, this is a stand your ground town." Oh, Jesus. Who's that?
Why can't it be like a sanctuary city? Come on, this is sucks. All right.
All right. Once again, Hu'Gurk, you are at the top of initiative.
So
Alright.
that means the class features are working.
Yep. It does.
I would hope with the wisdom modifier on top of the dex modifier for initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, Hu'Gurk, there are 6 humans who appear to be armed, who don't seem to have any qualms about attacking somebody within a church.
All right.
That someone already was attacked in.
Yep.
Pumpkins.
I guess Hu'Gurk would be like, Hu'Gurk, and he leaps into them, and he'll strike twice with his morning stars now.
We're gonna kill these people and then
subdual
this is gonna be bad.
subdual damage.
You can call subdual damage. That is fine.
Cool. Oh no, actions is where you roll the buttons. I'm like, there's no buttons, man. I can't roll. Dirty 20 for the first one,
Yep, that'll hit.
and a 15 for the second one.
That'll also hit.
All right. Four damage and 9 damage.
They go down.
Okay.
All right. Vi.
If I
And-
used to go ahead.
Vi and
Bye.
Wilbur, Wilhelmina, and Nalaris.
My menagerie. If I use disguise
I know that
self,
feel.
can I disguise myself to look like the woman in the statue, but like IRL?
You could. Yeah, that's something you could try to do.
Try and do that. So she will like for the features that she saw in the statue, she'll gain those features, have like fiery wings and a fiery halo, look a little taller, and then just scream out, "Enough! Stop!"
Make sure your skin tone matches theirs.
My skin tone matches.
These old these old religious types love that shit.
Yeah.
So, so it's funny. It was a marble statue. There, you didn't really have a skin type to go with.
It's just the wings are so bright you don't even have to stare at them. Like it's like kind of like bright light.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Probably a lot.
Natural
stupider than
20.
that.
So
Oh.
28.
So Vi, Whenever you do this, you cast a spell and do the fiery wings, the halo, and everything. And you speak. Your voice is not yours. Everybody else, you can see that Vi's skin has turned a very light bronze. Her eyes are just alight with this bright orange fire. Her hair, just orange flames coming down. And she is speaking with a very strong voice that is not hers. And as this glow, which by it's glowing now, washes
it's
over.
glowing, dear.
As this glow is washing over everybody, there's something in their eyes.
Like the people's.
Yeah, there's something reflecting in the villagers' eyes that tells you that their actions may not be entirely their own. And even though the goddess is presenting in front of them, something else has a hold of them.
They're charmed.
Ooh.
You can see the struggle behind a few of their eyes. Roll a d6.
Oh, fuck. 2.
2 of them fall unconscious.
Yeah, that's half. That's good.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
Am I myself?
You are yourself. It's just in this moment something else was speaking through you with a natural 20.
Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh.
You were inhabiting the role.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to have my menagerie attack because I don't
Okay.
want to kill them. So they'll just stand guard, looking ferociously. I mean, it works. This one's kind of like a hellhound, fiery stuff. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna look imposing.
Up next will be one of the villagers, but they are unconscious, beaten by Hu'Gurk. Connie, you are up next.
Connie's gonna make a quick snack. Or actually, no, because there are villagers who are like still up and going about their thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She is going. Fuck! It has to be a willing creature. And 2 of them don't look like they want to fight anymore, but are still charmed?
They have fallen unconscious.
There's 4 unconscious people and 2 that are still up.
There are 3 unconscious people.
Cool.
3 unconscious people.
Hu'Gurk 1.
I'm going to pull out some rope and begin tying up some unconscious people.
Okay, so you're gonna go into this crowd of villagers to tie up people. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You do that.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Alellen, you're gonna be up next because the next couple of people were unconscious.
We really don't mean you any harm.
I should have given Dex the sleep spell. It'd be so good for peons, but I did not. Yeah.
Teach him
So I
that
think,
at the end of the arc.
yeah. Damn. Okay. I just don't think Alellen's that like. I don't. He's got that many qualms about this.
Okay.
So he's gonna cough up a coin and cast Jim's magic missile.
Oh God.
It's force damage, you know. It can be light force damage, you know, just a little bit. So there's 3 of those motherfuckers.
Just enough force damage to knock them out.
Yeah, so that's 12, 12, and 17.
Yeah, they all hit.
Cool. So they each take that looks like 6 points of force damage.
They're all still up.
All 3 of them. And then Dex is going to cast just a regular magic missile.
Okay.
Which they will all take an additional 5 points of force damage.
One of them is still up.
Just have Patsky kick him in the knee. It's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. More or less that. If they need more than that, that's fine. But yeah, Patsy's just gonna probably wing one of them to try to take him down.
What's Pesky doing? What's the attack?
Oh man, it'd be so much fun to use this thing, but I'm not because it's not necessary right now. I think Patsy's just gonna go up and like smack him with the blunt end of a dagger.
Okay.
So it's +5 to hit. That's a 13.
13 will hit.
And it does 5 points of piercing damage and bludgeoning damage, if you want to call it that, because he's meh.
Yeah, they are still up. As you blasted the other 2, and as Dex also blasted them, the combined force of these magic missiles knocks them into the side doors of this chapel. And you see, streets are not empty anymore. There are a few people outside there who see what's going on. The sole villager that is within the chapel is going to run up to Hu'Gurk and hit you with a mace. Does a 19 hit you?
Yep.
You're going to be taking 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then he gets ready to attack again. But let me describe the entrance to this chapel. There are actually 6 doors leading into there. 2 from the front, 2 from the side, 2 from the other side. You entered from the 2 in the front, right? The 2 on the side just got blasted through. And from the front now, another human crashes through and tackles this villager before they can get another attack off on Hu'Gurk.
Cool.
And a familiar voice booms out, "We need to leave now." And you all recognize Coda, the human who is traveling with the drow, Andre.
My nephew.
Yeah. We need to go now.
Hey. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. We can go. Yeah.
Cool. Nice seeing you, dude.
Where's my nephew? Still on a god.
Now.
Okay, but we're gonna come back to that one. Come back.
Okay.
Yeah, Connie
I
is.
will, yeah.
All right. So you all leave, and you can see that there are many people out on the street now. A lot of whom are getting armed.
Do I, if I looking like a glance, do I see the same like charmed effect in their
Make a perception
eyes?
check or an insight check. Let's go with insight. It seems like an insightful thing to
Insight,
do.
okay. I'm not that great at insight. Uh,
You can use charisma instead of wisdom.
oh, thank God. I am proficient, so I'll have my proficiency, so that is 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 2 is 15.
Yeah, you get the same sort of charm.
This entire town is charmed. The vampire took over.
Yikes. Yeah, let's get out of here, I think.
All right. So you head back to your cart.
Yep.
Uh,
Come on. Is it Sprinkles? I don't know.
God, what is your horse's name?
It wasn't Sprinkles
Yeah.
because that's the name of the horse in my other game. It was something similar, I
Buckles.
think.
Buckles.
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 That's a good one.
I don't know how that's similar. That's a close sound. It's fine.
Yep. Buckles was upgraded by a unicorn.
Uh,
Yep.
as Kodo gets in with you, he says, "Go north."
Cool. Let's do it, Buckles.
Uh, GB, make an animal handling check.
Right.
It's charmed.
Ooh. For me, low. 12.
12. Okay. No, your horse is not charmed.
Nah.
But you know, I'm thinking back to like playing Dead Rising, where you have to drive through a whole bunch of zombies. That's essentially what's happening here.
Okay.
Ah.
Nice.
Can I give him inspiration?
Yeah.
Hu'Gurk, you got this. Just plow right through the horde. Like a marching band.
It was like just like a marching band in a Vespa or a Prius. Okay. So
We don't know what that is, but... So you get a d6.
to put on top of the 12.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Oh, fudge. 1.
Okay. So 13.
13.
Yep.
You make it through. You're able to get out of the north of town. Your cart is taking some damage. It will probably not be usable for a while.
Just a lot of mending. It's
after
fine.
this escape. Some mending will help,
All right.
but
Good job, Buckles. You rock.
but you head north into the marsh, or into the marshy forest, and have escaped the town. You're here. Coda is here. We have a little bit of time left.
Why are you here? Well, first of all, where's my nephew? Second of all, why are you here?
Andre and I.
Did you break up? I'm so sorry.
What?
Oh.
No. We were coming through the city. Or through the town. I lost him.
You lost my nephew. I mean, it's not like I spent that much time with the kid, but he was pretty sweet. He was a sweet kid.
No, like. Guess you already figured out something's happening in that town.
Yes.
We came in there for a day. Come that night, we got attacked.
By what?
The people.
Bumpkins.
And he's
Um,
just gone.
Yeah, I don't know. They did something. I was losing consciousness. It was honestly still a little bit of a blur.
I think this town is under the thrall of a vampire. That's the information we have.
That that would explain a lot. Okay. Then yeah, I think north is the best direction we can go then. What was your second question?
Well, it was where's Andre, and what are you doing here? So I guess, yeah, why are you in
kinda-
this town?
We were passing through, going to check on family.
I think the sheriff knows what's up because he was trying to warn us to not stay here.
Hawthorne?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Do you think he's charmed? Was
I feel like
Did-
if he wasn't charmed, he would have kicked us out. He
He
wouldn't
had
have
this
allowed
kind of
us in.
frontier gruffness.
But then he was like, "Oh,
to
make
him.
sure you just don't stay, you know, because it's not good. I just suggest it for your own well-being, like trying to warn us, but you know."
But in a way that was like,
did he try and warn you, or did he try and lead you into a trap?
no, he told us
he
straight
told
out
us to
leave.
not. Yeah, he did tell us to leave.
Maybe that's why he said it, because he knew we weren't going to leave.
I don't think you can just tell by looking. Well,
I mean,
just
Wait,
looking at it,
maybe
you
they
probably
haven't-
would.
then maybe they haven't gotten everybody yet. Maybe Andre's still okay.
So wait though, but didn't he was the one who pointed us to the church?
Yeah, that's because we asked him though.
Well, he was the one that said that the sister was killed. We didn't ask him. I said someone was murdered, but then he was like, "Oh, this person." So he may have been laying traps for us.
But he wasn't the vampire, because otherwise I would have known. Oh yeah, in
What?
case you didn't
No.
know, Coda, there's vampire work.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, that's
Same page.
pick that up.
So
from Miss Vi.
so like, but he didn't stop us from going downstairs and being eaten by a blood demon, right?
Blood demon.
Do you think he was trying to get us to be eaten by the blood demon?
That wasn't a demon.
Maybe.
Well, whatever. The
Like
blood
elemental.
elemental. Yeah, one of them.
That doesn't look like an elephant.
No, not at all. That's dumb. But anyway, do you think he told us to go fight that? Like that'll take
He
care
may
of our
have led
problem?
us there. I don't think that was their problem. I think they
We could,
didn't
like-
let us there.
Maybe we could like ask him. And we got to go back, right?
Do you know what goddess that chapel was dedicated to?
No,
I showed you what that goddess looked like.
no, I can't say that I've ever seen this one before. I mean, is it the one that you're cosplaying as right now?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Should probably turn off the wings. But let me tell you, I think she was there because I spoke, but then something else spoke, and then was not my voice.
I mean, if you're going into a town under the sway of a vampire, having the god on your side is probably a good thing.
Maybe we got a
If
whole
only I knew who she was.
Yeah, the
super
was pretty
soaker
sweet
filled with holy
though.
water.
I mean, maybe my dad will know. That turned
Yes.
right here.
Okay.
Cool.
I imagine Connie's just been like in the back casting mending on the cart as we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
well,
you see like the wheel like start to come off. You're just like, "Mm," and it reattaches itself.
Yeah, Lillian's got like some welding goggles on and like has his wand out, but it's got like welding torch kind of on the end of it. Do y'all go and is casting mending?
It's like the Doctor Screwdriver.
Uh,
Finally with a
Hu'Gurk,
wood setting.
Hu'Gurk uses disguise self to have glasses like Vi and Alellen.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
I just looked at you guys and I went, I got a pair of those.
Zenny?
I didn't even realize we had the same glasses.
These aren't really my glasses. They're costume glasses that I picked. I mean, they're actually someone's prescription, but they're not mine. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
The interruption.
I mean, anything else you're asking?
Where are you taking us?
What do you know about the Sanguine Orders?
Nothing. Not a
Did
whole
I
lot.
know anything about it? Like, did I roll high enough for it last time? I think I knew something.
I think somebody did, yeah.
Yeah, because I know it was mentioned it was in Blood Hunter order. There's some sort of Blood Hunter order, right?
Well, there's a sanctuary that's not too far from here.
Oh.
The Order of the Sentinel Beasts, the Beasts of Galliard. That's the one where I'm from, the one where my father is from. If we're going up against a vampire, if Andre is still there, might help to have a little bit more insight. And honestly, I don't think there's anybody who knows more about monsters than my dad.
Fair enough.
Listen,
Coda.
what was his name again? Fuck. Listen, Coda. That boy was as sweet as pie. If anything happens to him, I'll rip you from the inside out.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't want to know how she gets to the inside to rip it up.
That boy did not deserve to have this done.
Yeah.
Who makes it vampire pay?
Somebody's got to pay us.
Turn left here. And after about another hour, he leads you off the path, and eventually you find your way into this valley. At the end of this valley, there is this large rocky it's stone jutting out. It's just jutting out. And on top of that stone, there's this willow tree. A really big, really fucking big willow tree. Its roots, like, going even further than the rock that it's on, digging into the ground even below that. Stop here. As Coda gets out and ushers you along, he leads you underneath these roots. And you can see that there's this not carved stone tunnel, but just like this like broken earth that leads further underground. And as you descend into this weird blood hunter sanctuary, that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey, thank you, Connor, for running this game. I always have a blast whenever we get to play Tyrant Security, and I also enjoy just having you on stream. So where can I find you? What do you do?
Most of my stuff you can find at server1201.live. It's got links to a whole bunch of shit, including my Twitch, where I play games so badly, so badly, but talk about the lore and stuff about it. Right now we're playing through Bloodborne, and we just got to the Bloodstarved Beast, which is fun. Real fun. So fun. Archives of that go to YouTube, youtube.com/cyberwolf1. there's other cool stuff there too. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just got its third episode. That's at a different YouTube, but you can find it. It now does have a page on server1201.live, but it's also just on anchor.fm/let's talk ABT pod, and it's also on Spotify, and it's got a YouTube. It's got its own YouTube. It's so nice. Check out jabroni.tv for other stuff that I'm involved in, including right now a whole bunch of episodes of Dead by Daylight, where my best friend is Flashlight. And lots of other cool streamers doing lots of really cool things. Ethan's there. Ethan's doing stuff there too. Sometimes. As for the games that I'm in, you can find me here on Thursdays DMing this game, and sometimes even doing original stuff that's not in the book that I said that this adventure was for. Look at that. You can also find me here on Mondays, also playing Arjan, just in our normal homebrew game, where we're in Feywild, doing Feywild stuff. You can also find me, it's actually next Tuesday. You can find me on Tuesday on High Shelf Gaming, playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, where I play a yoga instructor, and he's real fun. So yeah, that's all my stuff. Check it out. It's a good time. Thank you all for playing with me.
Hi, I'm Satan. You can find me on Twitter as a vamp with 2Ps, where I just tweet lots of stuff and art and stuff. I got commissions open because I do art. So if you want to commission me, my stuff is there. If you want to watch me do those commissions, you can follow me here on Twitch, Alice of Vamp, just the 1P this time, where I stream my art and chill with you guys and have some chill music. And I usually have my friends with me. Sometimes I zone out and they keep me talking. And we answer very important life questions. And the only one I can remember at this moment when I was asked was the best sauce for chicken tenders. If you want to know that answer, go watch my VODs or come watch and ask me again, and I'll answer. You can also find me here every Thursday with these amazing people and amazing DM. Here once a month playing my Monster Noir game that GB runs with Indoor in there, where I'll be playing Lilith, my vampire mobster. You can find me Saturdays at 8 o'clock EST PM over at Plot Hunters. We're going through Tyranny of Dragons. We're an all PLC, all LGBTQIA plus channel. So if you like supporting those spaces, come join us and show us some support. Come say hi. Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. EST, I'm over at the Hype Goblins channel. DMing for my friends. It's a homebrew world, loosely D&D, mostly telenovela. And I think that's it for my stream stuff. I'm in a bunch of one shots here and there. I think yesterday I was in G Game Nights with GB playing Outbreak Undead. I was playing myself, which is really cool. But yeah, if you want to see what else I'm in when people ask me, follow me on Twitter. That's me. That's what I do. Hi. Buy my art. DanaeKino.com.
All right. Well, I'm Ethan. That's me. At Ejthegrey everywhere you feel like looking. And if I'm not there, that's fine. But like Twitter and Twitch, you'll find me. I don't really do my own stuff right now because grad school's a bitch and a half, especially when you're trying to finish it. But I do play lots of games on High Shelf Gaming. I'm in Cyberpunk on the weekends, Cyberpunk Red. Wednesdays, Blades in the Dark, and tomorrow I'm running kind of the last little session for a while of a campaign I've entitled Horrific Spooky Gaming, and it's cosmic horror goodness. They're gonna investigate a funky house. Not legitimately fun, but there's some funky stuff going on at the house. And I think that's it. I think that's all I do. A lot of stuff going on right now.
Greybeard at Greybeard Tavern, and I'm overpowered by the funk. No, I follow my Twitter, and it'll tell you where I'm at and what my schedule is. The only thing really that I've got going that someone else hasn't already mentioned is on Friday nights I play over on G Game Nights in the Sprawl, and Sundays I play at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I play in a Monster of the Week game over there on G Game Nights. And then of course my own channel, Sunday mornings, we play with all my fun toys, and right now we're doing Deep Sky Derelicts. That's me, GB.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played since the creation of this channel, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. But for now, we are going to be going into our Patreon-supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, or want to hear us talk about Dragonfight, Marching Band Prius, Spaghetti, or beach songs, you can go to patreon.com/Indoor Adventures and hear all of those fantastical things once again for free. It is just being hosted there. You don't need to be a patron in order to get access to this content, but it certainly helps. But with that in mind, we are going to be heading out for the evening. So once again, I would like to say thank you to Cyber for running this game. Thank you to everybody who decided to stop by. And thank you to these wonderful players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!